Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to a new video. In this video, I'll be covering the four simple things that changed the online business game for me. It took me from a stuck 9 to 5 professional to actually building my own six-figure business in less than 6 months. And that's what I'm going to be covering today. Once you ace these four things in your online business, you don't need to worry about anything else. And it gets as simple as that, right? So I'll be taking you through a little presentation that I've created and also will be sort of making notes as we go so that I can kind of explain it better to you. But yeah, so basically, as you all know, my name is Hamza, and I was stuck in the old 9 to 5 grind in a marketing job, right? And always thinking that, hey, this would make me rich, but it didn't make me rich. It took all my freedom away, and I was always left like unsatisfied, unhappy, not knowing what to do kind of in the life. That was always the case, like with everything that I was doing. But I knew that something kind of had to change, right, in my life. I just knew that for the better. So, what I initially did is that I started researching quite a bit because I didn't want to be burnt out, anxious, frustrated, and I did not want to be in this loop of figuring out my life all the time. Right, I was continuously in it trying to find the next big thing, and that me basically left me right here, right over here, as you can see me. I'm not very happy. I'm not smiling. I'm actually pretty unhappy under the mask, but I didn't know, right? So then I started researching. I knew that there had to be a better way. So this is back in 2025, the beginning of 2025, while I researched online about AI systems, what can I do in my business, right, to make it better? What can I automate? I invested in multiple courses, multiple coaching programs, and I asked myself, how can I build a business, right, from my 9 to 5 that basically allowed me to work from anywhere at any time, doing whatever I want. Like that was my biggest thing that I wanted to do. And the skills that I had were obviously my business skills, my marketing skills. That was the job I was in. And obviously, I knew a little bit of tech here and there of how to get things going right. And I researched more what can be done. Went through several programs, couldn't find a better way. But eventually, I found something right. Online, I found that there are four simple things that kind of build a business. And these are those main focus things, and I'll be breaking down for you. So, number one is traffic. Traffic for you is how do you actually get people to see you and know what you do, right? So there are two forms of it: organic, obviously, which is like social media content, and then the second form is paid, really, right, running ads on Meta, YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever you decide. So that sorts out the first part. Once you get eyeballs, then you can actually sell something to those eyeballs, right? And then what is the sales process of the second thing? Now, sales process, we're usually talking about a funnel or a website where you can get people to see your products, offers, and content to some part of it. And the last part of the third part was conversions. Conversions is basically now that I have a client standing in front of me, what can I offer in the sales process to make him give me the money? And this is the most crucial step. As your conversions go high, obviously your cash flow goes high in your business. And lastly, valuation. All that is fine, but once the client comes in and gives you a hell yes, what are you actually providing in value to keep them happy, right? And so I started thinking about this for my business as well. I was like, if I want to do something, what would I kind of need to do in order to sort of make people happy, get people to buy my products and services, blah, 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 all that jazz, right? So what I ideally worked on was my 1 hour business program, right? And I teach this in the 1 hour freedom business workshop as well. Sorry for my handwriting program. In this, I basically teach people how to scale their skill by creating two offers, which is one is a front end offer, which is a low ticket offer. And the second one is obviously their high ticket offer where they make most of their money, right? And I tell them how to use traffic conversions and the sales process to get that done. And I'm going to give you a little sneak peek into my process as well, so that I can give you more clarity and you can work like on something similar for your business. So in terms of traffic, then you have sales process, you have conversions, and then value, right? So in traffic, I worked on paid ads. I'm a big believer in using your money to get clients and not really slogging your ass. Sorry for my language. Really working on content. I do post content, but that's a very small part of nurturing my clients. So I run paid ads. I run it to a lead magnet or a front end product. For currently, which is around, if you're in India, 499 rupees. I get them through a funnel to book a call, to pay me for a 90K program. And that's how we do it for most of my client as well. Now, this works beautifully in India. Obviously, your ticket prices can go higher in Western regions, but this is basically the overall look and feel of what we do. And lastly, obviously, working on the value. How do I make this super, super valuable for most of the people who come into me? I use a majority of AI. So whenever they come in, the funnel that they are using or the website, the automations for product delivery, automations for nurturing, emails, um, their calendar, their marketing, all the tools that they require in their business, all of this, I basically templatize for them. It's been used before by me. They just come and execute it. Now, this might sound super simple, but when I cleared these four things in my business, traffic, sales process, conversions, valuation, this happened. Within 6 months flat, I was able to travel to, this was South Korea. I started teaching podcasting, which I had been doing, but I had more time now. So I was teaching podcasting to students. I traveled to Bali as well. I was in Malaysia for a bit. I could travel the world, and I also was running my podcast, my own personal podcast on Spotify on the side. This South Korea again, I think, yes. So basically, the freedom that you need, right? The freedom business that you want to build, that becomes super possible when you focus on really getting free. So I'm going to make it very clear again. Freedom businesses are built on the four things that I showed on top when you integrate them into your unique skill. So you can be a fitness coach, you can be into fitness, you can be into knitting, you can be a teacher, an English teacher, English, you can teach French, you can teach people how to jump higher, let's say basketball players, right? Everything and every skill can be sold with the right system, and ultimately when you do put it together, you have freedom business. Now here's what I would like to offer you. If this seemed like something doable, you have a skill and you want to turn it into a freedom business using these four pillars, I have a link below where you can go and book a one-on-one call with me, and I can get you sorted as to how can you turn what you already know into a full-time freedom business. That's about this in this video. If you haven't you're not following this channel yet, please follow. There's so much more value I can give you, like this video if you liked it, and keep the notifications on so any new video on building your freedom business you get a shot at, right? Wish you all the best, and I will see you